you're here. I'm back. I'm here to do a little bit of a different video. I don't think I've ever done a video like this before, but I'm sort of trying to predict my next 5-star reads that I think I'm going to have this year. Or just the next couple of reads that I think I'm really gonna enjoy. And then when I'm done reading them all, I will kind of do a wrap up and see, did I like them as much as I thought? Are they not 5-star reads? Are they 5-star reads? What are my thoughts? So I think I got like between 10 and 11 books. So we're just going to chat through them. I'm going to tell you why I think they're going to be 5-star reads and anything I might know about them. So let's get into it. It won't be much of a surprise, but I think Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo is going to be one of my next 5-star reads. I thoroughly loved King of Stars, gave it 5 stars. I'm really excited to dive into Rule of Wolves. I've heard from people like Monica Kim and Alexa Loves Books that this book is her favorite in the whole series. I love Nikolai. I love the structure of book 1 in this series, and I loved how it really did deal with the aftermath of the Grishaverse. So I'm really excited and probably think I will love this book. And I'm hopeful that I can read it at the tail end of this month once I finish middle grade of May. But really excited for this one, and I hope that I enjoy it. And not only that, but I get around to reading it soon. Another book that I think I'm really going to love is Rage by Cora Carmack. I got this so long ago. I think I got this the last convention I went to. This is the sequel to Roar. I'm probably definitely going to have to read a summary, but I remember adoring Roar when it came out, so I'm probably going to have to reread a summary or something. But I think I'm going to love Rage as well, so I'm definitely going to hopefully get around to this soon. It's been a bit since I got this at a convention, so I will hopefully get around to reading it quickly. But again, this is another book that I think I will love, but I'm definitely going to have to read a summary to be prepared to read it. But yeah, so another book that I think I'm also really going to enjoy is Hollow Pucks, The Hunt for Morgan Crow. I really liked book 1. I struggled a little bit with book 2, but I've heard book 3 just keeps getting better and better, and I'm really excited to dive into it and dive back into the series. I want to find like a few middle grade series that keep me captivated, and I have Keeper of the Lost Cities, and I think this might be another one that's currently coming out that I'm really enjoying. So I'm really excited to dive back into this one, and hopefully I will enjoy it as much as I love book 1 and more than I love book 2, but that's why it's on this list. That I think I will probably really enjoy is the Five Kingdom series, Sky Raiders by Brandon Mull. I am a big fan of his Fablehaven series and the spin-off series, and I just love his writing style, and I've heard really good things about this series, and I think I will really enjoy it when I get around to reading it. But this is another one that I'm putting on this list with hopes that I can tackle it soon. I might actually read it this month if I read a lot of middle grade books, but I'm definitely going to add it to my summer TBR for sure. And hopefully I enjoy it as much as I'm predicting I will. This one, I don't know much about it. I think that it has to do with like different kingdoms. And that's all that I know. But I know that Rick Riordan blurred this book and Christopher Paolini. So I'm really excited, and I hope that I enjoy it as much as I liked his previous series. Also, another book that I've been hearing things about nonstop is We Are Not Free by Chasey Chi. And this is, I'm just going to read you guys. It comes in, We Are Not Free, a collective account of a tight-knit group of young measles second-generation Japanese-American citizens whose lives are irrevocably changed by the U.S. mass incarcerations of World War II. 14 teens who'd grown up in Japantown, San Francisco. 14 teens who form a community and family as interconnected as they're conflicted. 14 teens whose lives are turned upside down when 1,000 people of Japanese ancestry are removed from their homes and forced into desperate ICE incarceration camps. The world has been poor, and these young measles must rally together as racism and injustice threaten to tear them apart. I have heard incredible things about this book from so many different booktubers, and it's something that I really want to learn more about, especially what's been happening in 2020 and 2021. And I heard really good things about it, so I'm really excited and hope to get around to this one soon. And if this is the author that I think, I think that she wrote another book that I really liked, but I'm really excited to read this one and hope that I enjoy it just as much as her previous book, which I think was The Reader in the Speaker series. But I'm really excited to dive into this one as well. Another book that I'm really excited to read and I think I will probably be a 5-star read for me is Sea Witch Rising by Sarah Hennen. I read Sea Witch and really enjoyed it. And this is a companion book, and I'm hopeful that I will really enjoy this one. I also recently read her contemporary novel, Throw Like a Girl. Really enjoyed it. I really like Sea Witch as well, and I hope that this book has nearly enough love and that I enjoy it and that I can share my thoughts with you. Another book that I am excited to read, but definitely I'm going to have to reread A Darker Shade of Magic, is Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is a book that has been on my list for so long. I got the first book a couple of years ago and read it, but I'm definitely going to have to reread it. So once I have a little bit of time, I'll probably add that to my YouTube queue or my Audible queue, because I actually have the audiobook, and try to tackle it so that I can eventually get around to reading book 2 and then the other books in the series. But I've heard I really liked book 1, and I heard book 2 and beyond just gets really, really good. Another book that I'm really excited to read is also Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I have struggled a lot with Brandon Sanderson's adult writing, but I'm hopeful that this book might be a nice entry point, and it does have some science fiction elements, and I have been craving some more science fiction reads. So this is another book that I hope that I will enjoy, and I predict will be another 5-star read for me. Books to chat about you, which will take this up to 11 reads. Next one is The Rules for Disappearing by Ashley Elston. I have read every single one of Ashley Elston's book, except this duology, and this is about a girl named you don't know her name because she's in witness protection for something that her dad did, and then she has to go on the run one last time, I think. And I really want to read this book. I've heard incredible things. It is a duology, so if I wind up liking this one, I will probably pick up the sequel. But this is one that I predict will be another 5-star read for me because I love her writing style so much. Another one that I think I'm really gonna like is A Treason of Thorns by Laura A. Waymount. I got this at my last BookCon. And this is the same author that wrote Light Between Worlds. But this is about a girl who spent the last 7 years in exile, longing to return to one of these houses that has a magic. That is until her father's treason destroys everything. Now she's given a chance to return home, but Burley isn't what she remembered. Burley's very soul is crying out in pain as a tormenting magic raves across the countryside. V must decide how far she's willing to go to save her house before her house destroys everything she's ever known. This sounds a little bit more creepy than her other one. I've said this before, I love books about magic, so I really hope that I enjoy this one, and I hope that this book hits the spot a little bit better than Light Between Worlds did. And the last book I'm going to chat about in this video is The Extraordinaries by T.L. Kuhn. I read House on the Cerulean Sea early this year, or actually last year. Really, really loved it. And this is a book that has to do with superheroes. It sort of reminds me a little bit of Super Adjacent that I read a couple of months back by Crystal Ciceri. And I am really excited for this one. I fell in love with T.J. Kuhn's writing in House on the Cerulean Sea. And I hope that I like this book quite a bit. I actually do have access to the sequel as well. So if I do like this one, I'll probably pick up the sequel. But yeah, those are the 11 books that I think will be my next top 5 reads of the year. Let me know if you think I'm correct, or if you don't think I'm going to like these books as much as I think I am. And I will touch base with you guys as I read them, and I'll do a wrap-up video when I read them all, hopefully by the end of the summer. But talk to you guys later for another video, and stay safe and be well. Bye.